time. Hey everyone, welcome back to Hyperfixation time. I'm Danny.
And I'm Erin.
And as you heard from our intro, this is the podcast where we basically take turns going over different topics. It can be anything from interesting animals to macabre mysteries to just cumin behavior.
Cumin, yep.
Curious human behavior. Nothing is off limits. And we're learning right along with you. So let's catch up and jump into this week's hyperfixation. Do you have anything you want to update me on, Erin?
Not really, no.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Okay.
think so. But do you have anything?
Yeah, I just wanted to let everybody know that Erin and I are able to have this podcast today because she did start watching Sweet Tooth, so we are still friends.
You're right. Yep. I'm sure they were all worried and
I know.
waiting to hear. I did start Sweet Tooth. Actually,
Yeah.
so we're through the first 2 episodes.
Okay, cool.
I
You and
like it
PJ
a
are
lot.
watching it together?
Yeah. Yep.
Cool.
I like it a lot.
Good.
Like it a lot so far. So
I'm glad.
Yep. Our friendship remains.
Yay.
Do you have any microfixations for the week?
I actually kind of had a hard time thinking of one for this week, but I've landed on the fact that I've been hyperfixated on like maintaining and creating new friendships.
Okay.
So I would say like in my 20s, I, obviously had friends, but it was like I really leaned hard into like, I don't know, just staying home and like being a homebody and not getting out very much with different people.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we moved back here in my 30s, I feel like I've just been kind of like going back to, old friends like yourself. And then I've been able to just kind of like find a different community in Madison, which is really nice. Whether that's like photographer friends or other mom friends. And like now that Leon's in school, like making friends with some of the moms there and just different people. But it's really fun to feel like I have a community here now and just kind of feel like I'm at home.
I like that. That's
Mhm.
awesome.
It's a lot of
I
work, though, for an introvert to, like, maintain friendships.
I was
So
just gonna say that exactly. Like it's a lot of work to put into it, but it's rewarding for sure. So are they intermingled or is it kind of separate for the most part?
kind of
A little
separate
bit
for
of
the
both.
most part.
Yeah.
Yeah, except
Mhm.
for, like, obviously the ones that I'm meeting at Leon's school and stuff. They obviously know each other, but, like, yeah, for the most part, it's kind of all over the place. I will say I
Nice.
have an affinity for finding teachers and people that work in schools. Like, I am
Oh.
so surrounded by like school employees, which is so nice in the summertime because then it's like, my schedule's weird. I don't have like a typical 9 to 5. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
I have the freedom to like go to the beach or whatever on a random Tuesday. And it's like,
As do they. Yeah.
yes,
Yep. Yep.
exactly. So
That's
it's nice during
fun.
that time. But then when everybody else goes back to school, I'm like, "Ugh, now I'm by myself again."
Well, it's good to, just have those people around too.
Mhm.
And it makes it, like you said, makes it feel more like home, I'm sure
Mhm.
too. I like that. I do. That's something that I need to be better at, but I don't know if the right people are necessarily here in the town that we live in now, but who knows?
Fair. Yeah.
Got to keep it open.
Yeah. I think being like open to it and also just kind of doing stuff that like puts you out of your comfort zone helps a lot.
Yeah, agreed. I do need to do that a little bit more too. Well, nice. I like it.
Thank you. What about you? What's your microfixation?
Well, last time I was between the 2 options, so I'll do the candy
Oh, right.
option this time. But I was going to show the bag of the candy, but I finished them. So
Ooh, that's how you
they're
know it's
gone. Well,
real.
actually, wait. I do have them in the
Found something
trash.
in the trash?
In the
Perfect.
trash. Okay, my
Oh, I think I
candy
already saw what it is.
microfixation is
Ugh,
the Nerds gummy clusters.
those are so freaking
Have you had
good.
these?
Oh, yeah. Those are the
Yeah,
best.
the best. I
Mhm.
am addicted to them. And I'm not a sweets person usually, like in general.
Mhm.
But this, like Skittles and then the Nerds gummy clusters,
Your
no
go-to?
notes. Yep, those are my
Nice.
go-to. So I've been really finally finished that bag. I tried like the blue one too. They have like a blue
Mhm.
version, and that was really good.
Nice.
So that's been mine. I don't know. It's fun to
What's
find something
your
like that.
So, like, let's say you did get a bag of Skittles or like a different fruity candy. Like, what's your
hmm
favorite flavor of fruity candy?
Well, so Skittles, it's red is my
Okay.
favorite. Like Starburst is like red. Well, it's like pink, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
But like Jolly Ranchers, I really love blue raspberry. I
Mm.
typically love blue raspberry anything, which is not even
Okay.
a real
Yeah, but
fruit, but it's my
I get
favorite.
it. That's cool. Yeah,
What
red
about you?
is, yeah, like anything red or pink is my favorite as well. And I also
Yeah.
agree that I like blue raspberry flavor of stuff. Like
Yeah.
if I got like a Gatorade, I always get blue Gatorade.
Yep. Me too. Me too.
Hmm.
I know. PJ's like a orange. Like, I'm like,
I
that's
don't
so
dislike
boring.
orange. I will eat it, but
I
it's not
will.
my favorite.
It's not my
The one
favorite.
I will not eat is grape. I do not like purple.
You don't like the purple,
Hate it.
like
Anything purple
Skittles?
flavored.
Anything?
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah.
Like, and that's like I do not like it enough where I will pick it out. Like it's
You
not
will.
getting
Yeah.
eaten.
Okay. All right. Does
Hmm.
it remind you of like cough medicine or
Yes. Well, not
cold
necessarily
medicine
cough medicine. It was some
or just
sort of
medicine?
medicine that I had
Yep.
growing up that, yeah, it ruined it. Same
Yep.
with actually, even though red is my favorite, sometimes cherry flavor can be
Yep.
triggering in that way. But it's like
I
a certain
agree.
type of cherry. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. But yeah, Nerds gummy clusters, love it. I used to really love Nerds ropes. Did you ever
Yeah.
have those? Which is
Yeah.
kind of the same thing essentially,
It
but just
is.
broken into, the clusters or whatever.
Yeah.
But funny story, my sister, we brought some at like a sister's weekend and my
Okay.
oldest sister hadn't had them before and the rest of us had and then we like gave them to her and then we were
Hmm.
like, "Well, what do you think? What's your verdict?" And she goes, "I'm in trouble." Like that was just like her only words just because she's like, yeah, I'm gonna buy a whole bag and eat the whole thing basically. So
Yeah.
highly recommend if anyone's looking.
Yeah, they are good. And apparently, actually, that's just like a fun fact is that the Nerds gummy clusters has like made the Nerds brand like be one of the top selling candies now. Like it
Really?
completely saved their company and like I don't know if it
Dang.
really saved them. Like I don't know if they're going out of business, but
Sure.
like totally like made them
Helped.
go to the top. You know,
It's helped a
because
lot.
they are
Yeah.
that good.
They are that good. Everyone knows. Yeah. Go out and get some if you are a candy person.
I'm ready for your topic.
Main topic. All right. Any
Main
guesses?
topic time.
Main topic
Girl, I
time.
got nothing. I have no idea. No
Okay.
inklings. Do you have a clue?
Yes. So I will give you some hints.
Okay. I'm
We
ready for the
both
hints.
Okay, so we both do this.
It's an
We
action.
we both probably got yelled at for doing it growing up,
Mm,
and we've
okay.
definitely both done it during recording these episodes.
Is it cracking your fingers?
Yes.
Okay. Very
Cracking
random.
I know. That's yep, you
Yeah, I
never
would have
know
never
with
gotten that
it.
without the hints. Okay.
I know. So cracking your joints and your knuckles and all of that, I was
Mhm.
curious about that. It actually came up recently in the weekend with my family. I got told sort of the same things that I had been told growing up. People with misophonia probably don't
Sorry.
want to listen to this episode because
I'm doing cracking knuckles ASMR.
I had it on my thing like, let's crack our knuckles into the. Can you crack
Oh,
the top
sorry.
part of your knuckles too?
Okay, here's what I can all do.
Okay,
So
yeah,
I
tell
can
me.
crack this is very important. Let's see. Yeah, like the top. So like if your fingers I don't know
Yep,
what. Yeah, that's the top joint there. So I can
yep,
crack those on
me,
all of them. And then I can like pull them.
yep,
So like that would be like right where the finger meets the hand. I can pull each finger to do it.
yep,
Oh, I can wait, yeah, no that. I'm trying to think if there's anything. Oh, sometimes you can if you like wiggle them, you can
yep.
do the middle one.
The thumbs
And
I can
then
always twist like this, and that's how I
my
crack them.
my thumbs, they like do not rejuvenate or I don't know what would you say like cuz you can't like crack it right away. A lot of times it kind of
Rebound.
has to like is that what it's called rebounding?
I don't know. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I'm.
Anyways, so like my thumb, they don't go very often, so I can maybe do it like a couple times a day. And so when I go like
Oh,
this to do my thumb, that feels so good. That is like my favorite knuckle to crack.
really? Okay, because
Mm-hmm.
I crack mine like this. Like I can. Sorry, we're an audio
Mm.
podcast, but like I can just like put my thumb under the rest of my fingers and crack them or crack them that way.
Interesting.
But I can also crack them like if I twist just the top joint like that.
Okay.
So, but yeah, full fingers for me too. I can crack my back. I can
Mm.
crack my ankles on demand.
Mm.
I can crack my neck and
Mm-hmm.
often have to. Do you do anything else like besides your knuckles?
My back, I can sometimes like twisting,
Yeah.
and it feels really good. Or like I'm trying to think. just like a very crackly person. So like when I'm
Mhm.
standing up, it's like my hip
Yes.
and my knees and everything is just.
Yeah.
I'm a very cracky person. I
I
don't
can
really. I think I do sometimes my toes, like my big toes. I'll kind of
toes.
wiggle around, but
Yep.
that one doesn't really like feel
It's not
satisfying
like a
necessarily.
relief. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if
Okay.
there's anything else. My wrists, I go like this. I
Yep.
twirl my wrists. I'm trying to describe
I
everything,
remember
but
that.
yeah,
Did we both do this?
I don't know.
I feel like I remember us like, or is
I
that how you do it?
I started doing all this in like 5th grade. Like I have like a specific memory of like starting to do
Really?
it, and it's just been ever since. Like I never stopped. So
Okay. Yep.
and
But
die on that. I will never stop. Yeah,
I
I'm
don't know
going to do it until
how.
I die. Yeah.
I
It
know.
hurts. It hurts. Like if you
If you
try not
don't.
to, yeah, it
Yeah.
hurts.
Especially for me, like I'm not as much on my back anymore. I used to be
Mhm.
like more like I would just twist and crack it like all the time. It's my neck now that like
Yeah, I
I
can't do that
don't
on
crack my
demand.
neck, I get a headache. And
Interesting.
it's we'll get into that. That's not a good thing. But basically, I wanted to talk about this, the sort of the science of it's
Yeah.
called crepitus is technically
Crepitus. Okay.
the technical term for it if you want to sound fancy. But joint cracking in general, a lot of this will I'm going to go into like knuckles versus, sort of some of the other things as well,
Mm,
but if people don't like the sound of cracking, which there are a lot of people that don't like that, it is like a form of misophonia. So this may
mm.
not be the episode for you, like we mentioned. So
Do you
yeah,
get bothered by like anything with misophonia at all or
anything with misophonia, chewing, it depends. But yeah, sometimes chewing can be a big one for me.
I
What
agree.
about you?
It's not like an always time, but it is sometimes like I'm like can
Mhm.
you not make
Yeah,
that sound? Like if it's
exactly.
like that's the
Yeah,
kind
like
of
you can
sound that
hear
drives
the,
me crazy.
yep, yep, agreed.
Or teeth
I,
squeaking.
oh, nope, can't do it. Is there any other sounds that you don't like that?
I mean like snoring, but I don't know if does that
Sure.
count as
Is
misophonia?
that's maybe more of like an annoyance, right? Or versus
Sure. Yeah, what
I don't
else?
know.
I mean, what
So,
else is considered that?
I don't know. I don't know if this counts for it, but one thing or two things that I really like give me the chills when I hear the
Mhm.
sound is well, people say nails on a chalkboard, but like
Mhm.
it's ice, like ice things,
Mm.
like things that are frozen rubbing together or
Oh,
just like ice bleh, rubbing together
yeah.
and styrofoam.
Well, that's fair.
I
Mhm.
don't like either of those. And
Mhm.
we get our dog food that's frozen in styrofoam in a
Mhm.
package. And I'm like, Peach, like I can do it, but it's like super
Yeah, like if
uncomfortable.
somebody else is there and able to do it and it
And
doesn't
I'm
bother
like,
them, then yeah,
yeah,
have them do
yeah.
it.
So shout out to Peach for handling
Mhm.
that, eight out of 10 times for me because
Yeah.
it's both of them and I just can't. I can't do it. Can't do it. So I don't know if
Yeah.
that's a form of misophonia. I would
I feel
assume
like
so,
that's
but
something different because, like, when I think of misophonia, I think of like a noise that a person is producing, right? That like makes you feel angry almost
yeah, I wonder if that
because
is
you
the
don't like it.
difference.
I don't know.
I don't know.
We could look up the definition, but whatever.
Yeah. Anyway, I just know that the cracking thing was a form
Yeah,
of misophonia. So,
makes sense.
so I was with my family recently, and I don't realize it, but I just
Yeah.
do crack all the time. Like especially my can you crack your ankles? Like I just like can
I think so,
twist.
yeah. It's not as good as some of my other joints, but yeah,
Sure.
I
Okay.
could do my ankles too.
But I can tell like when I need to crack it, or like I can
Mhm.
bend my foot a certain way and it cracks the ankle that way. Anyway, I could go on forever about this, but they were just kind of like, Erin, why do you
Mhm.
do that? And I have a few nurse practitioners in my family, and I get yelled at sometimes.
Mm.
And what is like the common thing? Have you ever been told something like, you're gonna something, something when you crack your knuckles or you crack whatever?
Yeah, I mean, like, growing up, I definitely had people tell me, like, "Oh, your knuckles are gonna be huge or something, like, because of cracking them, or, like, you're gonna get
Hmm.
arthritis and stuff like that." But then
Hmm.
I've consumed a lot of media that is always, like, contradicting things. Like,
Yes.
can you think of the show, what is it called? Is it called, like, Adam Knows Everything or something like that? Do you know
I'm
what I'm
not
talking about?
sure.
It's
No.
this guy that was on he was from College Humor, and then he came out with a show that was, like, all about contradicting, like, common household myth type of things. And I
Sure.
don't know if he ever really covered knuckle cracking, but it's just like that's the type of stuff that I tend to consume. So like I've definitely seen
Yeah.
a lot of stuff where it's like, okay, like it really doesn't do anything. At least for your knuckles on your hands.
Yes.
Um,
So that's part of why I wanted to bring it up, because it's like it's always like you're going to get arthritis if you
yeah.
keep doing that. But do you think that you could go a whole day without cracking? That's what
Literally, my knuckles get so sensitive. Like, if I do try to not do it for whatever reason, I can just like touch something and my finger is cracking because it's like,
It's like, well, I'll do
it's
it
so
for you.
sensitive. Yeah.
Yeah. If you're
And
not going to do it, I'll handle it.
it's like such an ingrained part of me. And it's such like a nervous tick,
Mhm.
like a stim, to
Yep.
comfort myself. So, yeah, if
Agreed.
I don't have my Nito,
I
I'm
know.
gonna be cracking my fingers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Exactly. I'm the same way. I don't think I could go a whole day without cracking my fingers, my neck. Though I
hmm
think that those two are the big ones for me.
hmm
I could probably go without cracking my ankles, but like sometimes I can just feel when it needs to be
Right.
cracked. I can also like crack my collarbone and pop it that way.
Oh, you just reminded me. That's been my new one. Is
Yeah.
especially if I'm like driving for a long period of time or if I'm on the computer for
Hmm.
a long period of time, I can go
Yep.
like this, like hunch my shoulders forward, and this all will just go. It's crazy. That's probably been within like the last year that started.
Nice. You just
And
feel
it
like a
feels
glow
so good.
stick. You feel like
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
you just crack it.
Yep.
Then you feel better. So we're
Yep.
going to talk about like why the joints make that noise. There's a few
hmm
reasons. I wanted to talk a little bit about like the arthritis myth, because it is a myth. I wanted to differentiate between like that and like neck and back cracking, and then also why it feels so good. Is it related to anxiety? And then just, yeah, we'll just kind of go from there. So
Cool.
basically, there are four main reasons why scientists have found that why we hear our joints make a sound when we crack a knuckle or whatever it might be. One is gas escaping from the synovial joint. I'll get into more detail about all these, but I'm just going to list them out quick. Ligaments or tendons sliding over each other, skin and fascia separating, and just normal wear and tear from age are kind of the four main reasons that this can happen where you hear that noise. So starting with the first one, so gas escaping from the synovial joint. The most common source of that crackling sound is basically gas escaping from inside a synovial joint. These joints are surrounded by like a capsule filled with synovial fluid,
Okay.
essentially. And so the fluid, it basically is kind of like what helps your joints move, that synovial fluid, and then it, lubricates everything so it moves smoothly. That fluid also contains oxygen, nitrogen, and carbon dioxide. And then so when you stretch or pull a joint, it creates negative pressure essentially in that space and kind of forming and then collapsing of tiny gas bubbles. So that's what you hear is the gas bubbles
hmm
popping in the fluid that is there to move your joint and lubricate your joints, essentially.
Okay.
That's like the main one. The second one is ligaments and tendons moving. So ligaments connect bones to bones, and then tendons connect muscles to bones. When you move, you can they basically slide over each other, and that motion can make like a snapping or clicking sound sometimes.
hmm
Like when you stand up and your knee pops, or
Mm.
like move your ankle and just kind of feel something shift essentially. It's
hmm
not your bones cracking necessarily, it's the tissue movement, but it can make
Mm.
sort of like some audible noise as well. Third reason, so the skin and fascia separating. This one sounds creepy, but it's pretty normal. So under your skin is a layer called fascia. It's a thin sheet that separates and protects your muscles. When you move or pull your skin quickly, sometimes it separates slightly from the fascia, them from each other, creating a pop sound. If you grab the skin on your back or shoulder and lift it fast, you might hear it. And it just is like a
Interesting.
pressure change, essentially, from the layers of tissue. So that can also be why. I think
I don't
cracking your
know.
knuckles is more the gas side of things,
Right.
like the first one that we talked about. But that's also why you might hear an audible noise when you
Sure.
shift or try to crack something. And then the aging, wear and tear is the fourth reason. So just in general, as we get older, cartilage naturally thins out. When that happens, the bone surfaces get a little rougher and make more noise as they move against each other. It's called crepitus, like I mentioned at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a normal part of aging. And doctors say basically for all of this in general, as long as there's no pain, like it's not a painful thing, it's really nothing to worry about. So
Mm-hmm.
does not cause arthritis
Mm.
is
And
what they've
so,
found.
do you argue with your sisters then?
So my sisters don't worry about me cracking my knuckles.
Okay.
My parents worry about, well,
Oh,
they will say the arthritis thing, or my dad did
right.
this the other weekend. My sisters are more worried about me cracking my neck, which is why I was
Okay.
like curious about like, well, is that any different? Like if I can crack my
Mm,
finger? Yeah.
that makes sense.
So yeah, good question though. There is a difference. I didn't realize that. So, um, wanted to talk about the arthritis myth. So, despite what we were told and, about it leading to that arthritis, it does
Mm-hmm.
not cause
Mm-hmm.
arthritis. So, there were a few studies that tried to find a link, but nothing has been held up essentially. In 1999, there was a study that showed slightly weaker hand strength
Mm,
in people that are knuckle crackers, but later research wasn't able to replicate that essentially. A 2017 study actually found no difference at all in grip strength and hand swelling between people who crack their knuckles and those who don't. So basically ruled it out. There's actually also, there was a researcher, Dr. Donald Unger. He
okay.
cracked the knuckles on his left hand twice a day for over 50 years and never cracked his knuckles on the right hand, okay? And literally he did this just to prove his mom wrong.
I love
So
him for that.
I know, right? After half a century, so after the 50 years, he found no difference at all. He didn't have arthritis in either hand.
Mm-hmm.
And he actually won a Nobel Prize for it in 2009 for that
That's really cool.
research.
I like that
I know,
fact. That's
right?
interesting.
Kind of fun, right?
Yeah, I was like, I'm curious, like, what difference it does make. I mean, it's obviously doing something. Like, sorry, do people that not crack their fingers, like, not have as much gas in there? Like, I don't know. How does that work? You know what I mean? I don't know if
I
you
know,
looked into that at all.
not as much. I mean, there's so many reasons why people do crack.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll get into that a little bit more as like why people do crack their knuckles or their
Sure.
joints and stuff. I I think it's almost like once you start, you get the
Like,
relief
yeah, the
and
feel
from
for
it,
it, kind
the
of,
feel
too.
for it a little bit.
Okay.
And then, but other people don't have that urge necessarily. It doesn't mean that
Mm,
their joints don't crack on their own, obviously, but it's not like we just for some reason have more gas bubbles building up in
sure.
between our
Okay.
like in our joints or whatever. I think it's just more, based on what I could tell, at least, it's just more of like there's a lot of different reasons why we do it. And some people don't feel compelled to, and some people absolutely have to, like us.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to differentiate, like I said, between cracking your knuckles and then also your neck and your back, because there are risks more so for cracking your neck and back.
Mm-hmm.
It's usually fine, especially if it happens like naturally, like if you're bending or something like that. But forcing it or doing it too often can cause some problems.
Mm-hmm.
So some possible issues, if you push your neck too hard, you can loosen the ligaments and tendons over time.
Mm.
Kind of just like keep loosening it, causing instability then in your neck. You can also strain muscles, pinch nerves, or in rare cases, even injure the arteries that supply blood to your brain,
Okay.
which is a condition called vertebral artery dissection.
Okay.
And that can cause dizziness, blood clots, and even stroke.
So, sorry, so
Go
after
ahead.
learning this stuff, are you gonna stop cracking your neck?
I can't. I
Okay.
literally can't. I told PJ this last night when I was
Yeah.
researching and everything, and I was like, Peach, we gotta stop, because he cracks his neck too.
Okay.
And I was like, we have to stop cracking our neck. Like, it's
Yeah.
not good. And he's like, I
How?
can't. Yeah, because
Yeah.
like I said, I will get a headache if I don't. Like, I can tell when my
Uh,
neck needs to be cracked.
did
And
they
there
say
are,
if there's like different
yeah,
ways to do it that's better? I mean, obviously,
yeah,
like people also go to the chiropractor, which is something I've been
yes.
wanting to bring up this episode, but I'm kind of feeling like you're going to talk about, so I've been waiting, but
Yeah.
I
No,
don't
I
know.
mean, if you want to talk about it, you can. Absolutely. It does come up later, but that's okay.
Okay, yeah. I guess I was just curious, like, what you were going to say about them, like, if it's good. I've heard a
Yeah.
lot of mixed things about chiropractors in general, but
That was a
if you've ever
that was
seen
a
one, I'm
I've
curious,
never
like,
gone to a chiropractor. Have
mhm.
you?
I used to when I was a kid for a while, because doctors said that maybe it would help with migraines, and
That would
it did
make
not.
sense. Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
so
Worth
I
a
don't know.
shot though.
Yeah, I went for a little bit as a kid, but I didn't really like going. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never been, and I know it helps a lot of people, and there's a need for it for sure.
Hmm.
Sometimes I don't think it's the answer to everything, and almost
Sure.
like how we just can't stop cracking our knuckles. It's almost like the more you go to the chiropractor, the more you have to keep going
Yeah,
to the
I could see
chiropractor.
that.
I mean, you know what I don't want to like talk badly about chiropractors, but yeah, there's controversy in that world. But
Yeah.
people do say that it does help them if they have essentially if it gets bad enough that you like notice that you get a headache or there's issues or there's like misalignment or something like that that you can tell, it's good to go to a chiropractor.
Hmm.
I think the controversy comes from is it the answer to everything? A lot of
Yeah,
times.
and I
Not
think
everything, but you know what I mean? Like it's
I
just like
do. I
it's
used
pushed a
to
little.
kind of know a chiropractor right when I had Leon, and he was trying to tell me to like bring my baby to the chiropractor. And I'm like, bro,
Yeah,
I don't think so.
I've
Like,
seen that.
babies are so flexible and
Mm,
new. Why would they
mhm.
need a chiropractor? Like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
I
And
know.
again, I don't know enough. So maybe I'm just uneducated on the topic. I don't
Yeah,
know. But it doesn't, for me personally, it didn't feel like the right thing to do.
sure. Yep, absolutely. I know. It just depends on the person. Do whatever
Hmm.
you think is right, but also find like a licensed, legitimate chiropractor if you do go. People do find relief still, so that's good. I actually recently bought what's known as like a cervical neck support pillow. Have
Oh,
you
I
seen
had
those?
one of those for a while, I think, if it's the same thing. Is it kind of like a weird
It's like
shape, like
there's
a,
like a divot for your head, but it like supports your neck a little bit more.
and then do you just like lay on it for a few minutes, or is it like something you sleep with it all the time?
Well, I sleep
Okay.
with it most of the time, I would say.
Okay, wait. The thing I'm thinking of was different.
But like I said, I have like neck problems and I can tell I'm getting like the little bit of like my posture's bad. I work from home.
Mhm.
And so I bought this like cervical neck support pillow and I don't know. It's still early days, so I can't say for sure. Yeah, look one up and see what they look like. Cause I am also, are you like a back sleeper or a side or a stomach
I cannot
sleeper?
sleep on my back.
You can't. Okay.
No, yeah. I do like to sleep on my stomach slash side slash I'll do
Hmm.
kind of like the stomach side, if you
Yeah.
will.
Yep. I
Like
know
where you're
what you
kind of
mean.
on both. I see, I see.
Yeah, the pillow I have is like for any sort of type of sleeper. So if you are a
Mhm.
back sleeper and then they've got like a divot in it for because I like to sometimes I like hug my pillow in
Mhm.
some ways and on my stomach. And then or if you're a side sleeper, it's supposed to help support your neck no matter what position that you're
Mm.
in. So I mean, the first couple days, like I noticed like I had a little bit of like there was an adjustment period with it. Not necessarily full headache, but I just noticed it. But again, still early days. I don't know enough. I just was kind of like
Wait, so you
my
just
neck.
got it, you said?
Yeah, like maybe a couple weeks ago, and I don't
Oh,
sleep
okay.
with it every night, but yeah, I'm kind of switching off between as I get going with it. But yeah,
Mm.
anyway, sort of for that reason of like just the neck support and realignment a little bit more, work on posture. But yeah, probably best to let a licensed chiropractor handle like anything big. Of course, you can get out of alignment and that requires like the specialist for sure. But yeah, take it as you will, I suppose. But why does it feel good when we crack our joints? So, cracking your joints relieves pressure inside of your joint capsule. I feel like I'm saying that weird. Capsule? Capsule? Anyway,
It's fine.
okay. And your body releases endorphins when that happens. So those are the like feel good, pain relieving chemicals.
Mm,
So you do get that to your brain essentially being like, yes, this
mhm,
feels good. Oh, I feel relief essentially. That's why it feels so satisfying. It's also sort of temporarily increases mobility as well and reduces like a stiffness,
mhm.
which can I think just also be like a satisfying feeling in general.
I feel like talking about this is making me
I
feel
know.
the constant need to crack my fingers,
I
like,
know.
similar to, like, if you're talking about yawning, it's like you're gonna
Yes.
start yawning, you just keep talking about it, and I'm like, I feel the pressure in my hands, they must be
Yep.
cracked."
Yes, I know what you mean. Yep. And so there's part of it that is like psychological with all of
Mhm.
this too. So that's actually perfect transition
Nice.
because it's like a mini ritual that signals
Mhm,
comfort and control over something to relieve your stress.
mhm,
So there is a psychological part of it. But around 54% of people say that they regularly crack their knuckles. Some
mm,
like just the sound, some do it just out of like habit, and then some
mhm,
people find that it just like calms them down. And
mhm.
I feel like for me it's a little bit of I guess all, I should say.
You like the sound of it too?
I I don't mind it. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I guess, like, if it's loud, like, it feels kinda satisfying, but I
Yeah.
don't necessarily, like that's not why I do it, I would say,
Yes.
like, it's not.
That would be the third for me, but
Yeah.
yeah.
For me,
But
it's definitely.
habit
Yeah, it's like a
and relief.
comforting habit, and also, like, the stiffness thing that you said is, like, huge
Yes.
for me, like, I can tell in the morning or something, it's kinda like, "Oh, my hands feel so stiff," and then it's just and then they're
Yeah.
loosey-goosey, they can do whatever.
Exactly, exactly, I swear, it really does help. I was gonna ask, like, do you do it because it feels good or because you can't not do it?
I mean, both.
Both, yeah, same for me, I know. So talking about, like, the anxiety side of things. So anxiety can actually make joint noises happen more often and be louder. So they say that,
Interesting.
yeah, the noise that comes from cracking can actually be louder when you're anxious, because when you're anxious, your muscles tense up, and that puts more pressure on your joints, so that, like, gas bubble is, like, bigger in
Mm,
some ways. So the tension can then cause, like, just a louder popping and cracking sound.
that's why we're so crackly. We're just anxious
Yeah.
people.
We're just Rice Krispies, snap, crap wait, what is it?
Snap, crackle, pop, right?
Snap, crap yeah, I keep wanting to say
Snap,
crapple.
grandma.
Crapple and pop. I keep mixing it up. But yes, yeah, we're just Rice Krispies. That sounds really good right now, like a Rice Krispie treat.
Oh,
But
yeah. Okay, here's my tangent for that.
Alright, yeah.
So, I used to work at the same place that my husband does
Yep.
now, and whenever I told that to Leon or whatever, because that's, surprising to him to, like, think that I ever did that, and, I don't know why, because I think he was eating one of the Rice Krispie treats from there, because like, that's one of their things that they're kind of, like, well known for is their big Rice
Oh,
Krispie treats, and, I used to make them every morning, like, when I worked there, and so,
yeah,
like, that was just one of the things I did. It was fun, it was easy, and I enjoyed doing that, and they're really
yeah.
delicious when they're, like, all gooey and melty marshmallowy, but anytime Leon, like, talks about the fact that I used to work there, he goes, "Yes, and you were really good at making the Rice Krispie treats."
He just remembers
Thanks.
that off the top of
That
his
one
head.
fact, yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet. I don't know, the snap, crackle, pop thing just kept coming up in all my research, like, every
Oh,
article
so
would
it was
use
in
it
your
as,
brain?
like yeah, yep,
That's
yep,
funny.
but it's true, or like a glow stick, basically, but,
Yeah, I like that.
um, that's fun. So cracking your own joints might feel relieving in that moment, but it's not really helping the anxiety at the end of
Mhm,
the day. It's just releasing some physical tension temporarily, so
mhm,
on the other side of that, if you hate the sound of other people cracking their knuckles, as mentioned, that's part of misophonia. It's the same reaction that we have, or that some people that have that for like chewing or tapping noises or just anything like sound related. So there are safer alternatives that you can work on. So some suggestions are if you want to take care of your joints without cracking them all the time, do some stretching and or yoga regularly. Motion keeps the joints healthy and lubricated. So
Mhm.
you can try acupuncture as well. Some people find relief with that. Have you ever done acupuncture?
No, I was gonna ask you the same. Have you ever
I
tried it?
haven't.
I'm
No.
curious about it.
I'm curious. Yeah, as well. I'm not opposed to it. It also feels
Mhm.
similar to me and again, to each their own, but like with the chiropractic of like
Mhm.
if it brings you relief, great. But
Mhm.
I'm like, I want to know more about the science of it, like the actual, like
Yeah.
what it comes down to. So,
Oh, that can be our next investigation. We
yeah.
go try acupuncture.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So, my fear about acupuncture is I'm going to have all these needles on my body and then
Yeah.
I'm going to like freak out and fall off the table.
Oh god.
It's like a
Talk
final,
about anxiety, jeez.
yeah. It's like a final destination
That's so funny.
scenario. That's what I always think of. But I am open to it. I think that it does. I've heard that it does help a lot
Yeah.
of people.
I think
So
Dwight was the one that suggested I try it at one point, not because he's done it or anything, he just kinda
sure.
knows that I'm, like, a very sensitive person to all 5 senses, and it's like,
Yeah.
um so it seems like something that would probably benefit me because I'm, like, just very sensitive to
Sure.
things, and so, like, if they're able to poke a certain point on my body, like, I will be able to feel the effects of it, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. I see what you mean. So more so like it'll go longer for you because you can feel that
Like, it's more like,
more or
he just kinda feels like for him personally, it probably would do nothing because like, he doesn't really, like, notice anything going
sure.
on with his body, he doesn't, like, feel pain at all, you know what I mean? And, like, I notice, like, I have a weird story that I don't
Okay.
know if I should include or not.
Well, I can take it out if you want.
Well, okay, so basically this has to do with Evie, and when we used to
Oh.
have, like, hardwood floors for
Yeah.
a while, and then her hair would get everywhere, and
Yep.
then when I was walking around, I would notice, like, this pain in my feet sometimes where it felt like I was, like, stepping on a needle. It literally felt like I had, like, a needle in my foot, and I was freaking out because 'cause I'm like, "What the heck is causing this all the time? I don't know what's going on."
Yeah. Or
And then
like a
I, like
splinter or something or
right, and then I was, like,
yeah.
investigating my foot, and it turned out, like, one of my dog's hairs was, like, stuck in my foot. Like, it kind of just, like, poked its way into the skin, and I would
What?
be able to pull it out and immediately feel relief. And so that kind of is what started this whole acupuncture thing
That
because it's
makes
like,
sense.
obviously, my body's sensitive to anything,
If you can
and so,
feel a
like
hair, yeah. Imagine the
yeah,
relief from an actual needle that's going in a precise spot that's
right.
supposed to help. Oh, interesting.
Yep.
I don't think can't say that I've ever had that, and I have a short hair dog too,
Yeah,
so
and it was weird because like, it would only really happen when we had that hardwood floor apartment.
yeah.
Like, it
Interesting.
we've had carpeted, like, it just I don't know,
Then it
it didn't
doesn't
happen
yeah.
really.
Hmm. That's weird. I've never heard that before. You're
Apparently, it is a
weird.
thing. I've seen it online.
I'm sure, I'm just kidding. Um, but the other thing obviously is focusing on good posture,
Mhm,
ergonomics, holding your phone. We all like are developing sort of like
mhm,
a almost like a hunch because of our phones, which is just crazy. And also there's just I don't know, when I set up my work desk, like I tried to be aware of that as well, of like
mhm.
where my screen is versus like where my head naturally is and
Oh, I
the
didn't
right
even think
chair.
about that.
Yeah, yep. Or like getting even like the mouse, like I have a mouse that's like a little bit more ergonomic as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, just since I work from home and then outside of that, I'm like on my computer or my phone or something like that. I
Mhm,
just try to work on some of that stuff, but I'm still having neck and back. So there's more that I could be doing basically. But,
mhm.
just working towards some of that stuff. Ergonomics is a big thing. That's a whole nother subject. My chair probably how I said that I have like the chair that I can cross my legs in, like
Mhm.
technically that's not ergonomic, but
The chair itself is not, or sitting
sitting
cross-legged is not?
Sitting cross-legged is not in general, but I tried to find a chair that had more back support. As long as it again, like, as long as it doesn't hurt, basically,
Mm,
is what they say. But, like, are there more ergonomic chairs out there? Yes, for sure. So or, like, what they consider ergonomic. So and then also it brought up stress relief toys, like fidget toys.
Nice,
and
nice.
stress balls and
Mhm.
meditating, of course, deep breathing. That can also help with, the need to crack things
Mhm.
for that sense of relief. So again, just like a quick myth recap. Another myth out there is that cracking your back will cause you to like stunt your growth because
Oh.
the cartilage in between your vertebrae may like soften or like lessen or something like that. That's a
Mhm.
myth. It does not stunt your growth, does not cause arthritis. It feels relieving because it releases that pressure and then also releases the endorphins in your brain, not because it's being like fixed necessarily. And again, it's safe for most people unless it causes pain, swelling, or like just is affecting your life in a negative way. It's okay. Careful with
Mhm.
your neck, careful with your back, just because that's a bit more on the line for that. Because
Yeah.
I've definitely cracked my neck and felt it go all the way down my arm, and I'm like, "Ooh, that's
Oh, yeah.
probably not good." There's some
I've
nerves and stuff.
Yeah. I've had that not so much with cracking, but I'll just push on stuff when it hurts,
Oh
and then I
yeah.
felt that.
Mhm.
And now
I'm
I'm
like,
like,
"Ooh."
"Ooh."
Or
That
like
felt good,
sometimes
but I don't know if I should have done that.
when I cracked my neck, sometimes you feel it go down your spine a little bit. Probably not good. It doesn't happen every time. It's like
Right.
I think it happens like once a year for me. So
Mhm.
it's okay. But I probably should. I actually should actually go for like massages too, or like that.
Mhm.
Because my anxiety is all right in my shoulders and neck, I feel
Mhm.
like, is where I hold it all. Um,
Same.
but I also just get weird about massages a little bit sometimes too. Have you ever
What do
gotten
you
like a
feel, like, weird about?
my anxiety comes, or some of my anxiety comes from not being able to leave a situation
Oh,
on my own, like controlling that. And so when
okay.
I have somebody, I know I can't, like, again, like logically, I can leave. I get this way at a movie theater where it's like,
Mhm.
you feel stuck essentially. I get it in traffic. I get it in like a long drive through line, and then like, yeah, like if I'm getting a massage done, as much as it's relieving, it also causes me a lot of anxiety of just being like, I can't leave this situation. So
Sure.
I don't know.
My
It's been,
massage anxiety is more social of, like,
mm,
I feel awkward because it's just kind of like, are they so bored right now? Are they, like, wishing they were
really
anywhere else? Like, I'm more so thinking about what the other person is thinking.
about them. Yeah.
Yeah, not so much
Hmm.
the escape thing, but I do understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoy
Yep.
massages.
I should go more.
I'm the
I
type
really
of
should.
person where, I'll take the hardest massage, like,
Yes, I know.
push in there as hard as you physically can.
Yeah,
It doesn't
I
hurt,
know.
it feels amazing.
I need it. I know I need it. I need it so bad. That's how yeah. I've gotten a massage like twice in my life. And
Mhm.
each time I'm just like, God, I need to do this more. But then I just psych myself out. And I also don't know the rules. That's the other part. There
Mm,
should be a rule book for every, like, just
yeah.
tell me what I'm supposed to do and I will do it. But
Yeah.
I don't like going into it not knowing and just like them assuming that I know everything that I'm supposed to be doing,
Mhm.
if that makes
Yeah,
sense.
no, that's more of, like, the social anxiety like
The
I
social,
mentioned, where it's like,
yeah.
what's the culture here?
Yes, like, just explain it because every place is a little different too, but,
Mhm.
either way, I don't feel like I'm gonna stop cracking my knuckles for sure because it does not cause arthritis, and I don't know, there are worse things you could be doing.
Yep. I'm not stopping.
Yep, I need to maybe look or figure out, like, my neck more so and
I
just
think
be
so.
careful with that, but other than that, so next time somebody tells you to stop cracking your knuckles because it's bad for you, you can tell them, "No, it's just physics, and it's not it's completely harmless, basically.
Mhm.
It's your body releasing pressure, not falling apart, but again, just listen to your body. If it does hurt, stop, otherwise, crack on."
Nice.
And then I was like, let's do another cracking of the knuckles in the
Alright.
mic.
I've been kinda going.
I know, I've been going this whole time.
Yeah, they're all, like, not
Yeah.
ready yet. A little
Yep.
bit. Fun fact, I don't remember what show this was, but I do remember, like, being in the audience of something, like,
Sorry, my
Maybe like a comedy show or something where they had everybody in the audience crack their fingers at once. And it was so freaking funny.
I actually am glad that you brought that up because I have a video
Oh, okay.
of a room of people where they all
Fun
crack their
fact,
knuckles at
I was
once.
in that audience. I'm just
Well,
kidding.
it was like
For
a,
real.
yeah, I know, but it's a weird sound. So let me pull this up and share my screen.
I'm going to go 3, 2, 1, and then after 1, I want everybody to crack their knuckles, okay? Everyone silence, silence. 3, 2, 1.
It sounds like a rainstorm.
dogs.
I was looking that up because, oh, it sounds crazy, but
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't bother me when I just do it myself or if other people do it.
Yeah, that sound doesn't really bother me at all.
Yeah. So anyway, let us know if you crack your knuckles
Mm-hmm. Habits are
or other
for,
bad habits. Yeah.
I don't know,
Yeah. Do you have any other like bad habits?
that are similar to that. I mean, like things that would be similar to that would probably be like biting your fingernails or like
Mm-hmm.
pulling your hair out. One thing I was thinking about, I don't really do either of those things, but one thing I was thinking about when you were doing all your talking was there was a long period of time in my 20s where I was popping my jaw. Like I would go
Ooh,
like and basically just
like
move
click
my
it.
bottom jaw. Yes, so I would
Ooh,
click it.
whoops.
And this is gonna sound so dumb again, but for some reason I had to go to a doctor to figure this out. And it was really painful. My jaw was causing me a lot of pain. And I was like, it's because it's clicking, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I went to the doctor for it. And then he was like, well, don't click it. And then I was like,
Thanks,
what?
buddy.
But he was right. Don't click it. And then I just forced myself to stop, which was hard to do. Because,
Yeah,
like,
how did you
imagine
do
trying to,
that?
it was just like having to be so conscious about it. And then I just stopped. And then the pain got a lot better.
Yeah, I can't imagine. Like,
Like, how
how
stupid
long
am
did it
I
take though to get to that point?
to get rid of the habit?
Yeah. Like to be conscious
I
about
don't know.
also just like afterwards being conscious about stopping, like not making
Yeah.
yourself do it or like not doing it.
I mean, like, I was trying that day. Like, I don't really remember, like, maybe like
To
a
break the
week or
habit, I should
so,
say.
but
Okay.
it's just like, yeah. I don't know.
Interesting.
It was just
Huh.
like, are you kidding me? Oh, the other one is I grind my teeth really badly. I'm a lot better at, or like I clench my jaw. I used to grind them, but it's not even like a sleep thing. It's like
It's
I
in
would grind
general.
my teeth to like the beat of music. And yeah, I mean, my teeth are messed up because of it. Like,
Oh, no.
you know,
Yeah. But not at night at all?
well, I like clench my jaw more so at night. So
Clench,
I
yeah.
started wearing a night guard.
I was gonna ask.
Um,
Yep. Okay. Is that
but
helping?
yeah, I think so. I don't know. Cause like I'll wake up with migraines or headaches and stuff too. So like
Mm.
sometimes, and I think that that's causing that, but it's cause like my dentist said, like your gums can recede from
Oh,
clenching and grinding. So like that's mostly why I'm wearing it
yeah.
to try to
Okay.
stop that.
Mm-hmm. Because that's like irreversible, isn't it? Gums receding,
Yeah.
or unless you do like grafts or something, is what I
Yep.
was reading. But
But that's
ah,
no fun. So,
yeah. I am a nail biter,
okay.
so
Yeah.
always have been. Wish I wasn't. I try to stop. To a lot of people, it's gross. It's probably like an anxiety relief thing too. I don't, who knows, but
Mm-hmm. It definitely
cracking my
is.
knuckles, I'm going to keep going.
Yeah. There's no problem with it. That's fine.
I just felt vindicated after some of this research, but then I was like, okay, but they were right about my cracking my neck and my back.
Mm-hmm.
I should probably work on that, but we'll see.
I'll give you a hint for next week, I guess.
Yeah, hint.
Do I want to give you a hint? Did I
Mm,
decide that? My hint is that it's a place. And you're not gonna guess it, but it's fine.
that's exciting though. That's a good idea. I haven't thought about that of like a place
Mm-hmm.
to add to your list. All right, I'm excited.
All right. Well, that was a cracking good time.
Crack on.
I don't know.
Snap,
I feel
snap,
like
crackle, pop.
you're so good at those. That's it for this week's rabbit hole. Next week, we'll be exploring a place. But tell us what you're hyperfixated on. Drop it in the comments, DMs, or email. Make sure you give us a rating and subscribe. Maybe your obsession will make it into a future episode. And until then, embrace the spiral, stay curious, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.